Hi, I'm Jamie.
Hi, I'm Allie.
You might remember us from past family camps. We love to run an activity which we named Frozen 3, and every year it's a little different, but it always involves snow and ice, and as you can see in Vermont we have a lot of snow, and color. So sometimes we paint icicles, sometimes we paint snow, sometimes we do tie-dye. So today we're going to walk you through an at-home tie-dye technique that you can do with ice and snow.
One really important thing to note is today we are not using your normal color. We're going to be using lemonade because we wanted to provide things that you could easily find. Lemonade might not be the best thing to dye your clothes with. Kool-Aid might work, but the best thing that you could use is actual tie-dye.
So come along for the ride. We'll see if powdered lemonade works.
Yeah, Frozen 3 this year is an experiment.
So we have these awesome new Hulbert logo t-shirts that we are going to prep. So the first thing we're going to do is soak the t-shirts in boiling water. Have a parent help you with this. And white vinegar. This will help the dye to stay. While your t-shirts are soaking, walk around your house and find something that you can use outside to put your t-shirts on that will drip, allow the colors and the water to drip down.
Okay, so once your shirts have been soaked, you are going to want to really wring out any extra liquid. And there are a bunch of different techniques that you can use to tie-dye. The first one that I'm going to show you is pretty simple, and it's like your classic tie-dye. It's the swirl. So you can choose any spot and you can do multiple swirls at a time. I'm gonna just take this big one right in the middle. I'm gonna pinch and then I'm gonna start twisting. I'm gonna keep twisting until it comes into a swirl. We're gonna take a rubber band. We're gonna rubber band it. Another technique that you can use is one of my favorites. It's just bunching little bits of it. So I like to make patterns by bunching it in different ways. So for the sleeves, I might fold it back and forth like an accordion. Just kind of grab a bit and crinkle it. And then I crunch it a bit more. And then when I rubber band it, I'm just gonna rubber band it kind of crazy and see what happens there. Now I think we're ready for some color.
As I mentioned, our store was out of Kool-Aid, so we are trying this with good old Country Time pink and yellow. The dogs are coming back out. Pink and yellow lemonade. So when you do this with regular dye, you only need a little bit of dye. If you're doing this with Kool-Aid, you probably need a little more than regular dye. And because we're using lemonade, which isn't that strong, we are going to use a lot of it. So the first thing you want to do is put some ice cubes on top of your bundled t-shirts. And then you're going to put your dye, or your Kool-Aid,
or your lemonade,
or in our case, your lemonade, on your shirt. We're gonna load it up because we really want the color to come out. So we're just mixing both colors on both shirts to see what happens.
We'll make one that's a little bit more pinkish and one that we're gonna try to make a little bit more yellow, but it might come out more orange.
Now we wait and see. We wait for all of this to melt. Okay, so after you have let your ice and snow and dye sit for a couple of hours, you want to go back outside, flip the t-shirts over, and do the exact same thing on the other side. Ice, snow, dye. And then let it sit for another couple of hours. If you want to speed up the process, you can always bring out a hairdryer and help melt some of the ice and snow. And then what you want to do is bring it inside, rinse it out well. So I've just rinsed out our t-shirts in the sink. And then you're gonna put them into the washing machine with no soap. You're just gonna run them with water. Have fun experimenting with your snow and ice tie-dye. We'll miss you this week. Bye.
Bye.